again on our weekend magazine program, Sunday Special, where we celebrate people, events, and culture. Tonight on the program, we highlight of the importance of corporate social responsibility, plus other fascinating stories will grace your screen. I am Oyenkosala Ojelade. Welcome on board. The West African Women Association, WAWA ECOWAS Regional Headquarters and Nigeria Chapter, has congratulated the President of ECOWAS Commission, Dr. Omar Aliu Toure, on the occasion of the 51st anniversary of the Economic Community of West African States, celebrated on May 28, 2026. In a statement signed by the leadership of the association, including Regional President Honorable Mme Kadi, focal person, Mrs. Bola Adekule Kario, Board of Trustee, Chairman Chief Mrs. Panzi Olakompo, and other board members, WAWA commended the ECOWAS Commission President for its inspiring anniversary message. The association noted that the address reaffirmed the core values of peace, unity, regional integration, economic growth, and tolerance, which have remained the driving force behind ECOWAS' achievements over the past 5 decades. WAWA also welcomes the Commission's continued commitment to inclusive development and recognition of women as key stakeholders in peace building, economic empowerment, and sustainable regional integration across West Africa. A leading force in construction, engineering, and infrastructure development, MIS Group, has marked 15 years of delivering innovative and sustainable solutions. The milestone anniversary brought together stakeholders, partners, and employees to celebrate the company's achievements, reflect on its journey, and reaffirm its commitment to excellence and national development. Nta Ch10 reports.
It was an evening of celebration, reflection, and gratitude as MIS Group commemorated its 15th anniversary, marking a decade and a half of excellence in construction, engineering, and infrastructure development. Over the years, the company has built a reputation for delivering innovative and sustainable projects, contributing significantly to economic growth and national development, while maintaining high standard of professionalism and quality service. Speaking at the anniversary celebration, the Group Managing Director, Michael Ekwemalo, highlighted the company's journey, achievement, and commitment to delivering world-class infrastructure solutions.
Anyway, if I tell you that the journey has been easy, I think that's a lie. It's been challenging, but one of the things that kept us is vision. We have vision, we know where we are going, howbeit we know that the road will be bumpy. But I think this is just what has kept us. Conviction, belief, trust, and knowing that, the best is yet to come.
Other management team attributed the company's success to professionalism, dedication, and teamwork.
We have been through so many thick and thin to arrive at where we are. But one of the selling points of this organization is the ability to deliver even at short notice, even with or without mobilization. And the idea is that we got inspiration from the Group Managing Director, whose major mission in this organization is to see that impacts are felt and made.
One watchword for me is excellence. Excellence. In everything we do, we put that as a watchword in the construction industry to ensure that there is quality, there is timely delivery.
The occasion also provided an opportunity to appreciate clients, partners, employees whose dedication and support have played a vital role in the company's success story.
We want to say thank you. Thank you, Martin. Thank you. Everything
As Maize Group look to the future, stakeholders express confidence in its capacity to continue driving innovation and setting new benchmarks in the construction and engineering sector. In Lagos, Nta Ch10, NTA News.
Channel 10 News will now go on a short break, but we will be back with more interesting stories. To stay with us.
No put your ears, make we talk. Time don't reach to rearrange the sounds to give una small wisdom. Sounds mighty fresh now, but you know own, I beg no be so. Before una go talk, say our smile no reach. Make una think I'm twice so. Ever heard of Colgate, the #1 oral care brand in the world?
Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection unlocks 24 hours cavity defense. The formula boost with calcium for lifelong smiles.
Mom, it's a time to brush. No more cover mouth.
Colgate for 24 hours maximum cavity protection.
Nta Technologies Limited. Whatever your packaging needs are, STL has a solution from concept to creation for every product in every industry. With the state-of-the-art equipment, don't settle for outdated suppliers when you can have Nta innovative solution. Our printed self-adhesive label and laminates ready to revolutionize your packaging experience. Contact us today at Songwater, Ogun State, and let's embark on this journey together. Nta Technology Limited, where innovation meets excellence. Visit us online for more information.
The home is under attack, but not for long, cause Hypo is here. Dirty floors and surfaces.
Not on our watch.
Dirty and stains no fit do us shakara. We got the remedy, original palasa. Hypo, go hypo.
Germs always find a way back.
No green. Protect every day with Hypo.
Hypo, go hypo.
Welcome back. As economic realities continue to place pressure on many households and individuals, corporate organizations and religious bodies keep evolving ways of supporting vulnerable members of the society. The Redeemed Christian Church of God Peace Assembly, Lagos Province 16, is one of such with religious community-focused initiatives. Oluwabukola Konde has the details.
In a bid to alleviate the pecan-mic pressure on the host community, the Redeemed Christian Church of God Peace Assembly, Lagos Province 16, provided meals and essential support to over 1,000 members and residents of our community as part of its outreach program. According to the provincial pastor, B. Famoyegun, the initiative forms part of the church's social responsibility and aligns with the Vision 2032 mandate of the General Overseer, Pastor Enoch Adejari Adeboye, aimed at reaching more souls through impactful community engagement.
Over the years as a pastor, I've seen people come to me for counsel and prayers, and I've seen after we have done everything we know how to do, counseling and praying, I've seen reluctance in living. And when you probe further, you discover that there are physical needs that are yet to be met. And believe you me, Jesus will not come down to minister to physical needs. I've seen people who have been coming just because of physical need, but eventually they encountered God. And it encourages us when we listen to such story.
We want to grow the number of Christians. We want to grow the number of membership, because you see, when you're under this roof, we believe you get the balanced word of God to allow you to grow, because our ultimate desire is to take as many people as we can to heaven.
Beneficiaries expressed gratitude to the church, describing the gesture as timely and impactful.
It's such a wonderful thing to do because people are hungry, people are in need, and the church is finding a way to fix that.
Thank you for what you have done for us in this church. God will bless you, and we bless our pastor too.
It's at least for some days now. Nothing to think about, just me eating my noodles I got for free in church. Thank you for Peace Assembly. Very thoughtful of them.
I appreciate the way they share the food. They make us happy. That is the normal thing. They make us happy. So we thank God for that.
With a commitment to both spiritual and humanitarian service, RCCG Peace Assembly says it will continue to impact lives and strengthen communities through initiatives that reflect the love of Christ. RCCG Peace Assembly is located in Victoria Island, Lagos.
On the heels of Children's Day celebration, children are the purest ambassadors of peace. In their laughter, we hear hope, and in their kindness, we see the future the world longs for. They remind us that peace begins with simple acts sharing, forgiving, listening, and loving without prejudice. When we nurture children with compassion and understanding, we raise a generation that can heal divisions and build a world where harmony triumphs over conflict. Every child carries the power to spread peace far beyond their small hands and bright smiles. Debola Oyelisi is our guide on children as peace ambassadors. The reports.
Children are often seen as the future of a nation, but they are also powerful contributors to the present. Their natural curiosity, openness, and ability to form connections across differences makes them unique. They don't naturally see differences as barriers when they come together. Rather, they create friendships that cross boundaries of tribes, religion, culture, and that's where unity begins.
Unity means working together as a team, sharing with others, and including everybody in everything.
We can promote peace by being kind, respecting each other, and giving stuff to the poor.
In fact, peace begins with a child. When in our schools and society, we refuse to fight, bully others, or use negative and foul languages, but instead speak kindly and respect those who are different from us. In that way, we are spreading peace.
Raising children is both a joyful and challenging experience, especially when trying to instill values like unity, cooperation, and a sense of belonging among them. Teaching children respect for diversity and fairness from an early age is essential.
In early years, we intentionally teach children values like kindness, integrity, sharing, empathy, and respect for others. We use storytelling, role play, group activities, and classroom routines to help children understand fairness and inclusion.
When it comes to respect and fairness, there is no particular age, because children tend to learn at different ages.
That particular state where when a visitor comes in, you tell your toddler, say good morning, sir, say good afternoon, sir. Because as at that moment, you may think those teachings are not being processed in the mind of this child. But I want you to know it's a gradual thing. It's a build-up.
When children grow up learning to appreciate differences in culture, religion, language, and background, they are less likely to develop discriminatory attitudes. Children are not just observers of society, they are active builders of it. Their friendships, their choices, and their voices can shape a more united and peaceful nation. But are the voices of children loud enough?
Children are here to the society because they have ideas, talents, feelings, and problems that matter. When adults hear the voices of little children in the society, they grow in confidence and teaches them that what is important.
Many children feel overlooked because adults tend to dominate conversations about national unity and social issues.
We need to fill in the gap by using our curriculum, using that curriculum as a tool, teaching them as well not to be biased. From the early childhood, they shouldn't be biased.
At times when they have misunderstanding among themselves and you are favoring one child against the other, these children see. Let that fairness be introduced to them.
I kind of notice an argument between them. What do I do to settle it? It's simple. Ask the first child. He gives his own reasons. Okay. Ask the second child. What happens? He or she also gives his own reasons. So the best thing you could do is, okay, haven't heard your opinions and your reasons. You sit them down. But the aim of all of this investigation and dialogue is not to let the person who is right to become more superior. Now, The aim is to establish a balance.
And as educators and parents, we must create safe spaces where they can speak, express themselves confidently, and know their voices truly matter.
We cannot expect children to promote unity if they constantly witness us undermining others on the basis of where they come from, what they believe in. So as role models in the lives of these children, we must model the right qualities that we expect to see in them.
Schools and families play a key role by modeling fairness, encouraging cooperation, and addressing harmful stereotypes. When children are encouraged to see themselves as peace ambassadors, they begin to understand that their words, actions, and attitudes can shape a more inclusive and peaceful society.
Still reveling in the euphoria of the Children's Day celebration, we put our spotlight on child labor, which refers to the employment of children in work that deprives them of their childhood, education, health, and dignity. It is a major social issue found mainly in developing countries where poverty and lack of awareness force children into labor at an early age, to the extent that in many cases families depend on the income earned by these children for survival. Nwamaka sheds more light on this.
The reports 160 million children worldwide are still engaged in child labor, with Africa ranking the highest. Child labor includes work that is mentally, physically, socially, or morally dangerous and harmful. It deprives children of the childhood potential and dignity that is harmful to their physical and mental development.
Children that were not trained with love, they were exposed. They felt they are already street children, begging, hawking, being exploited in the mine, on the farm. What type of adults are we really producing? Anything between 5 and 16 should be critically looked at, that it is not supposed. They are not supposed to earn a living for their survival.
These children, they don't go to school. Early morning you see them, they'll be jacking you, begging. And by the time they are at the age of 7, 8, some men will be taking advances of them, raping them through molestation. And by the time they are growing, they don't understand what is love. They understand anything that can make them to survive.
And many other vices, which will not all go down with the family.
Poverty, they say, is a root cause of child labor. This makes it crucial to promoting safe and child-friendly environments to break the cycle of poverty and exploitation.
There is no much level of poverty that should make a parent to deny a child a future or his future. Education in Nigeria now is compulsory, it's free and compulsory, it's mandatory. So if education is free and compulsory and mandatory, any parent that denies his or her child of being educated has violated the law.
They should try and possible to try out their best, labor to hustle to make their child become what they want to be.
With the theme, progress is clear, but there is more to do. Stakeholders call for accelerated efforts on the need for renewed commitment and investment to tackling poverty.
Government should rise now and enforce the Child Rights Act. 2003, it gives protection to the children. Are they really being protected from all this exploitation, from exposure to hazards? So we all need, especially government, that the implementation is not only enough promulgating an act, it is important that we provide enforcement system.
Even though the child is not theirs, if they can extend love the way they love their own child, let them love others.
Analysts emphasize that collective action from governments, individuals, and organizations is necessary to end child labor. They advocate stronger policies, social protection, education, and decent work opportunities for adults and youths to address the root causes of child labor and create a brighter future for all children.
Paced world, many people are constantly in a hurry to get things done. From opening bank accounts to signing contracts or even filling out simple forms, signatures are given almost instantly without second thought. In that haste, a critical step is often ignored, the act of reading and understanding what is being signed. Experts warn that this growing culture of signing without first reading can carry serious legal and financial consequences. What are the implications of this habit? Joy Iluegu tells us more.
It's a familiar scene. A form is handed over, a few blanks are filled, and a signature follows almost immediately. For many, the fine print is either too long, complex, or simply not worth the time, and so they go ahead to simply sign without first reading it. Financial documents, job agreements, tenancy forms, and even online registrations, terms and conditions which require one to read through before consenting are often skipped.
Most times I read the instructions, but when it's much and I don't have the time to do that, I will just have to ask, what am I supposed to fill here? Then I feel it's just for the want of time. But sometimes I do read instructions.
You might land yourself in trouble without reading, just filling forms without reading. Might be something that has to do with your money. You go filling form and later you see that there's actually a deduction because you didn't read some terms and conditions.
I read out the information because is what informs you of what you are going to fill. If you don't read, there's no way you know what you're going to fill.
Legal practitioners say a signature is binding, and failure to read documents before signing can lead to unintended legal obligations, hidden charges, and loss of rights. In some cases, individuals have unknowingly consented to conditions that work against their interests.
Before you sign a document, look at the content very well. Before you sign, even after your signature page, after the signature colon, look beneath it, whether there's other things they wrote there. Because you could sign without knowing there are other things they wrote underneath. And usually they write it in tiny, tiny letters. And before you sign again, read the document holistically. Don't just read where you are told to sign. Some people just say, okay, this is my name. My name is just my name, my signature date you sign, and leave the rest. No. Start from beginning and read to the end. Read to the cover page to know whether there's other things they wrote behind the pages before you now sign.
No matter the relationship, we should endeavor to look at the document, go through it, and know the reason why we are signing. So that you don't just sign something that will, become a problem tomorrow.
With the rise of mobile apps and online platforms, there is also a growing concern in the digital space as users often click "I agree" without reviewing data policies, exposing their personal information to potential misuse. Observers attribute this trend to several factors, including trust in the institution, time pressure, and in some cases, the complexity of legal language.
Sometimes I trust the institution. So when they give me the form, I believe they won't put me into trouble.
It is assumed as an adult, most especially, that anything you sign to means you have read properly and you'll be accountable for it. In a case where you don't read properly and you go ahead to sign, if you're called upon and they say, why did you sign this? This is what you are. You say, oh, sorry, I didn't read. That is not, ignorance of the law is not an excuse.
Overall, analysts insist the solution is simple. Pause, read, and ask questions where necessary, because in the end, that quick signature can come with long-term consequences.
Interesting. So we are encouraged to ask questions, seek clarifications, and consult a professional if necessary before putting our signatures on any document. And this is where we wrap it up for this week's Sunday special. Do join us same time next week for another scintillating round of beautiful storytelling. My name is Oyinkosala Ojelade. Do have a wonderful week ahead.